Things to know before starting on OnlyFans. So what is going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. So today we are going over some very important info that you guys need to know before you really start on OnlyFans or even Fansly to get kind of a realistic expectations and to know what to be prepared for. But before we get started, make sure you subscribe down below or at least just give the video a thumbs up, as it absolutely helps the channel so I can continue to make as much content for you guys as possible. And if you are looking to grow your OF biz, you're already on the platform, but you're on this video to make sure you didn't miss anything, reach out to me on Instagram. I have so many services to help you, but if you are ready to take the plunge right now, to get started on growing your OF biz, you're going to go in the video description down below and go enroll in the coaching course right away. Do not sleep on this. You guys need to make sure that you are really educating yourself the correct way to make the most money on the platform. So let's get started. And I'm going to have this as number one because unfortunately I have so many of you guys reaching out to me on IG for information, for tips, for my one-to-one coaching. And I always get, especially from the newbies, is, oh, I just joined 2 days ago and I have no fans yet, or I haven't even made any money yet. So I asked them what they're doing, et cetera, et cetera. And they, oh, well, I posted one post or I did this or nothing. I just joined. This is not a get rich quick scheme, guys, okay? This is something that so many of you guys do not understand, especially in the beginning, because all of these blogs and all these celebrities and all of these influencers, yes, they are making a lot of money on OF or Fansly, but they're making all of that money because they already have a huge fan base to then push to their OF page to be found to make that money. But this is not a get rich quick scheme. This is something that you are going to have to work for, okay? Which brings me to number two, which this is a full-time job. So you are going to have to put in full-time hours, and if not, even more than that, okay? This is a 24-hour business. Obviously, you guys need to sleep, but this is not something that you're just going to lightly do and then expect again to get rich and something's going to happen unless you already have a large platform that you can monetize. So you do have to understand that this is a full-time job. Number three is this is a business. Regardless if a lot of people don't really grasp that or understand that, or they might even mock it, this is an online business, okay? So you have to treat it as such. This is not something that you're just gonna lightly do again and just kind of like, okay, and expect to become big on OnlyFans, expect to grow your Fansly, and you're not really devoting any type of time or investing in your business, okay? And just like any business, you need to invest in it and invest in yourself to grow, okay? So what does that mean? Hopping on a one-to-one coaching call with me, enrolling in the course right away, looking for promotional services, which my team and I do, growing your social media, educating yourself, okay? You need to invest in any business, and this is a business, to grow a business. I've been an online entrepreneur now for over 8 years. And from day one, I have understood this. So you guys have to understand, but also guys, I have so many of you in my DMs. I always ask you guys, what are your goals for your business and what is your budget to invest? And I have so many of you, oh, I want to make up to 3K, up to 10K per month, and I have $50 to invest, $25 to invest. Please make it make sense, guys. How is anybody going to invest only $25 and you are going to make 3K per month up to 10K per month, right? That does not make sense. If that was the case, then anybody can do it, all right? So if you are on a strict budget, that's absolutely fine. So many of you are starting out on OF or Fansly because you guys are in need of money. So I understand that. So if you do not have an initial investment to begin with, then you're not going to reach out to somebody for their full service services. What you are going to do is you will go to the video description and at least get the OF Fansly cheat sheet. That is a extensive cheat sheet. It has 5 different extensive files. It's a bundle package for you guys to learn how to really promote yourself, and it's under $25, okay? So please keep this in mind. If you want to grow your business, you have to invest. But if you do not have the funds to invest, then you are going to have to do the work yourself, and the OF cheat sheet is what is going to help you. With that being said, if you do not understand what I mean about a self-promo cheat sheet or the self-promo cheat sheet, is that when you join OF, because a lot of people don't understand this, again, they reach out to me, oh, I joined yesterday, I have nobody on my page yet. You have to promote yourself, okay? This isn't you are going to open up a page and all of a sudden all these random people are going to be on your page. OF does not have an explore or discover page. Now, can you search for people if you know their username? Absolutely. Once in a while, OF may suggest an account to their users, but this is not bulletproof. This isn't something that is going to be part of your business plan, okay? You have to continuously be promoting your OF link on social media platforms, on Reddit. I have so many videos on how you're going to be promoting yourself. So you're always going to look at the cards for everything that I have tagged on specific videos, because they do pertain as an extension to the videos that I am creating, okay? So you have to understand that you need to be promoting yourself continuously. But please, guys, and I have a separate video on this, make sure you are sharing your correct link. So many of my newbie clients are sharing their referral links as opposed to their actual OF link. And for you to decipher the difference, a referral link will literally say in the link, REF. Your actual OF link will have your actual username in the link. Very easy to decipher the two, because if you do not do this and you are sharing the wrong link, all of your promotional work that you are doing for yourself is going to be for naught, because you are now sending traffic to nowhere. You are sending them to not your page. So please make sure you understand this, and make sure you need to be continuously promoting your page to actually get fans and traffic to your page. Which brings me to number 5, is that all of the traffic that is going to be sent to your page, that does not mean that every single person that falls onto your page is going to subscribe. A lot of newbies in the beginning, your mindset is a little obscured, and that's not necessarily your fault. You've never done this before. You're just starting an online business. You don't understand anything about sales and marketing. So you just expect that because somebody saw a picture of you and they liked you, that they're automatically going to subscribe. It is not like that, okay? You have to understand that all of your followers and anybody that gets sent to your OF link, these people are actually customers, okay? So you have to treat this, again, as a business, because it is, and your followers that turn into fans at the end of the day are customers. So you need to think about your own consuming habits. What do? You window shop. You'll go on a website, you'll leave. You'll take a look, you'll leave. Maybe you'll purchase, maybe you won't. It's the same exact thing. And even when you get fans onto your page, that does not mean that they're going to end up buying all of your stuff. They could have entered out of curiosity. They could have been window shopping, and that be the end of it. So you guys need to understand that that is something that you guys have to get into your mind, and just understand that what you need to be focusing on is the work that you need to do, which I extensively go over in the coaching course or my one-to-one coaching calls. Number 6 is something that a lot of my newbie anonymous clients that reach out to me on OF that have not even signed up for OF yet kind of do not understand, or even my clients that reach out, because I do have OnlyFans verification services. It is a paid service, guys, just so you understand. I do have OnlyFans verification services, and so many of the clients that reach out to me not getting approved and looking for my services, the first thing that I see, especially with my anonymous clients, is that they are not giving their real information, and this is why they're getting denied. Regardless if you want to be anonymous or not, During your verification process, you need to verify your identity with a selfie and with a government issued ID and your correct personal information and address. Okay. This information will never be given out to anybody. It's not like you're going to sign up and all of a sudden all your family and friends are going to get an alert. Okay. But you have to make sure that you do that. This is $1 billion company at this point. You are technically, when you start making money, an employee, and you will end up getting a W-9 form at the end of the year if you make over $600. So you have to understand that you need to put in your legal information. Once you are approved, now you can then obviously be anonymous, switch your display name, and then start promoting yourself. Because again, if you don't promote yourself, you're not going to be found. So nobody is going to find you if you are in the approval process. Brings me to number 7, because so many of my clients are really confused about this, okay? OF is not linked to any socials. Just because they ask you to put in your Twitter and your Instagram social handles for more verification, that does not mean that your IG or your Twitter is now linked to your OF, and now everything that you're doing on Twitter or on IG pertains to your OF. They are two completely separate platforms. I literally just had a client the other day. We were doing a coaching call and she was so confused about this. She's like, well, if I'm on IG, why am I not making money? And I'm posting on Instagram, why am I not making money? Because they are two separate, completely separate entities, two completely separate platforms. You use Instagram or you use Twitter to promote yourself with your link to then drive traffic to your OF page. But your OF page is completely separate from the two. And why? When you are verifying your identity on OF, you are not going to then be found on Twitter and IG unless you have those pages and you haven't set it to private or etc. Okay? But they are two totally different platforms and they are not connected in any which way. Number 8 is something that so many clients in the beginning are kind of like flabbergasted by, right? But OF has to make money too. So any type of earnings that you make, OF is taking 20% of those earnings, okay? So let's say you make $100, you are going to be keeping only 80 of those dollars, and then OF will be keeping 20 of those dollars, okay? So please make sure you understand this, because so many of my clients are like, oh, well, I made this amount of money. I was calculating it because I got tips here and I got a subscriber here, but then my balance only says this. Yes, because OF takes 20% of all of your earnings, okay? So you have to make sure you understand this, and it is not a surprise in the beginning, and why I wanted to make this video, because these are like the small little details that a lot of you newbies do not understand before starting on OnlyFans. And then once you get started, these are kind of like all the shock and the awe of what's going on. And to add to that, for number 9, is that OF also takes 1 week to clear your money. Because again, I have so many clients that are like, I made money, but yet I can't access it. My bank isn't letting me access it. No, it's because you literally just made that money yesterday and it needs to clear. It takes 1 week for your money to clear. So if on Monday at 9 a.m. you got tipped $100, the next following Monday at 9 a.m. is when that $100 will be released into your actual statement of where you can now withdraw your money. Another thing to know for number 10 is that you cannot withdraw any money less than 20 US dollars. And all of OF is in US dollars. Even if you're in Europe or wherever you are, the entire platform is in US dollars, okay? So if you have anything less than $20 in your balance, you are not going to be able to withdraw it. Lastly, for all of my newbie clients that are still on the fence, if you guys want to join or if you don't want to join, but again, you want to be anonymous, and is this something that's going to work for me? Number 1, if you haven't signed up yet, go into the video description down below and use my referral link. If you use my OF or Fanvue referral link, once you get approved, not before, you're going to reach out to me on IG, because you will get the OF cheat sheet or Fanvue cheat sheet for free once you are approved and you've used my referral link correctly. Now, with that being said, this is something, I just got tongue tied. This is something that a lot of people do not know and they kind of worry about in the beginning, especially my anonymous clients. And that is that you can actually block specific countries, cities, or towns on OF, okay, on your OF page. So if you really want to be anonymous, let's say you're in the US and your family's in another country, you can block that entire country. Let's say you live in one city and all of your family members all are in one city or town, you can then block that one city or town on the back end of OF, okay? Now, again, in the course, I know I keep on saying it, but it's because it's so extensive and super helpful. In the course, there is a section on exactly where you would find that. So you want to make sure that you are going through the entire platform. Now, again, if you do not have it within your budget, absolutely fine. What I always say to my clients, though, is that because this is a business, you should know what your business has and what it doesn't have, right? You wouldn't open up a restaurant and not check every refrigerator or every stove. It's the same exact concept, okay? So you should be going through every single setting on your OF page. You should be going through that sidebar. You should be hitting every single icon to see what features and resources you have. Because as much as OF is super user-friendly, there is a lot of things there that are going to work in your benefit as you are growing and scaling your page. So I really hope that this video was helpful. If you have any questions, comment down below or leave your OF down below so you guys can start networking with each other and getting your page out there. And again, if you need any services, reach out to me on IG or enroll directly into the coaching course and do not wait to grow today. Until next time.